I didn't allow my disabled neighbor to park in my driveway and got her car towed, despite the previous owner allowing it. I bought my first house after saving for 6 years. On moving day, a silver Honda was blocking my driveway. The movers were charging $70 an hour and threatening to leave. I knocked on doors until someone pointed me to Diane next door. She answered looking half asleep at 2 in the afternoon. "That's my car. Howard always let me park there," she said. "Howard's gone. I need the driveway now." She grabbed her keys, annoyed. When she came back from moving it, I noticed her sitting on the curb catching her breath, but figured she was just out of shape. 2 days later, her Honda was in my driveway again. I'd had a brutal day at my new job and just wanted to get inside. Instead, I had to park 4 blocks away. I knocked on her door, irritated. "You can't keep parking in my driveway. I have trouble walking long distances," she said. Howard understood. "I'm not Howard. This is my property." She moved it, but made this big show of sighing, like I was being unreasonable. A week later, I came home late, and there was her car again. Something snapped. I was exhausted from 10-hour days and sick of this. I called a towing company before I even got out of my car. She showed up 2 hours later, practically in tears. "Where's my car? My medication's in there. City tow lot on Franklin. You kept parking here after I asked you not to. You don't understand. Maybe this will help you remember." The next day, I had a fence installed with a locking gate. My dad always said you need clear boundaries with neighbors. Cost me $800, but it was worth it. 2 weeks later, I came home to an ambulance next door. My neighbor Rita was crying on her porch. "Diane collapsed walking back from the grocery store," Rita said. "They think it's her heart. Second time in a year." "Her heart?" Rita looked at me strange. "She has congestive heart failure. That's why Howard let her use his driveway. Her doctor said she can't walk more than a couple hundred feet without risking another attack." My stomach dropped. "She never told me that. She said she told you she had trouble walking. I thought she meant it was just inconvenient." Rita's face hardened. "And you had her car towed?" "I tried visiting Diane at the hospital, but they said family only. I wrote her a letter apologizing. When she got home, I knocked on her door. "I don't accept your apology," she said, looking exhausted and thinner. "You can park in my driveway anytime. I'll unlock the gate. I sold my car yesterday. Can't afford the insurance and hospital bills. My daughter drives me now. Let me help pay the bills. I don't want your help. Leave me alone." She closed the door. A month later, there was a neighborhood meeting about permit parking. Diane stood up during comments. "Last year I had a heart attack," she said, voice shaky. "My doctor said I needed to avoid physical strain. The previous owner next door let me park in his driveway so I wouldn't have to walk from street parking. When he moved, the new owner had my car towed without asking why. 2 weeks later, I collapsed coming home with groceries. Spent 4 days in the hospital. Now I can't drive at all." The room went silent. Everyone stared at me. Disabilities aren't always visible. Sometimes people don't care enough to ask. She sat down. I wanted to explain, but everything I thought of made me sound worse. After the meeting, Rita organized people to drive Diane to appointments. When I tried to volunteer, she said, "Diane doesn't want your help." 2 days later, someone left a note on my car. "Hope your driveway was worth it."